Some people say that here on YouTube, getting 1,000 subscribers is the most difficult achievement, let's say, in the YouTube space, compared to 5, 10, 20, 30, 100,000 and so on. I don't know about that, but I can tell you it wasn't easy. To be very honest with you, I was not thinking of making this video because a part of me thought it is only 1,000. But at the same time, a friend of mine told me, hey, I'm waiting for my 1,000 subscriber special. And that got me thinking, should I make a special video? Should I not make it? Is it that big of a deal? But then I thought, we should make it. You know, it's going to be here on the internet for me, for future Emilio, for you, for maybe future subscribers. And I want to, make this video a bit more relaxing, but also to talk about a few things that I feel make me reflect. It's a time to reflect. I also ran a poll on Instagram, so some of you asked a few questions and I'll talk about them. And well, let's get started. I want you to first join me on my lunch because I'm a bit hungry. Let's go. We have got here some, I was gonna say some champiñones. Well, basically some mushrooms. And I just got here the stems of parsley with some chopped onions and some chili. And this will go in really nicely with a few eggs. And this is the star of lunch. This is homemade chimichurri sauce. Oh my god, this is so good. And some avocado. Part of me really thinks, oh my god, 1,000 subs. What should I talk about? Should I make this a motivational video? Should I tell you a story? And I think maybe what I would say is this video made me think about a few things. One is to celebrate your wins, because sometimes, at least I am, maybe you are the same, let me know in the comments. Sometimes something good happens to me and I have to wait until something big happens. I remember when I would be with some friends and he would introduce me as a YouTuber and I'm like, I'm not a YouTuber. I just, I make YouTube videos every now and then. And then this friend of mine is like, no man, come on, just say that you're a YouTuber. But a part of me on my head is like, I'm not a YouTuber because I don't have this massive subscriber count, or I'm not that big on YouTube, right? And then I think what I'm trying to tell you with this is it is important to celebrate whatever win you have. And because you don't need to wait until something huge happens. I feel like that moment of just stopping and enjoying something is quite good. And talking about enjoying something, check this out. Check these mushrooms. Let's just put a bit of olive oil and then we're just gonna leave this here for a bit. A lot of things come to mind, but I think celebrating your wins is such a big thing, and also surround with people that support you, because I think that's a big one as well. The fact that I'm making this video is because I've got friends who told me, hey, why don't you make a 1,000 subscriber special? And now looking back, I started to check a few YouTube channels and lots of people make that type of video. So then, a part of me is like, why not? Let's make it. Am I Mr. Beast? No. Do I have 50,000? No. Do I have these many thousands? No. But it's also good to celebrate what you have. It's like that, I guess, mindset of being grateful in a way. So yeah, that's one thing. Celebrating your wins. And then there is one more thing that is really, really important when it comes to making this video. Before I tell you that second thing, look at these onions, nice and brown, and getting that vibes of cooking channel. We go in with all of this. I'm actually gonna break one of my rules, and chimichurri is meant to be fresh, to have it with fresh food, but let's put just a little bit of that good olive oil to make sure that, it all cooks nice and evenly. Let's do this. There we go. Look at that. Okay, now back to the second point that I was going to tell you. Getting to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube made me realize the importance, let me just flip this. It just made me realize the importance of consistency. Right now, I am doing a few things. For example, if you have been following my podcast, you know that I'm trying to pass a Japanese exam, right? The JLPT. It's been quite a journey, and that there is a full video, or I will make a full video on that. but it's a few things happening in my life. We have work, we have YouTube, we have translation work as well. We have studying for the Japanese exam and working on YouTube, right? So what I'm trying to get with all of this is that consistency is so important. It wasn't until I said after many years, I'm gonna take Japanese a bit more seriously, and then that I started reading more difficult materials. It wasn't up until a few months ago that I said to myself, I want to like actually have a go and, you know, let's say give everything. Or well, that sounds very dramatic. But taking more seriously things, right? Whether it is YouTube, whether it is Japanese, whether it is my translation test that I passed a year ago, whether it is cooking so that I can make better meals. I think it is really, really important to actually not put aside, or like sometimes we overestimate. I feel that I'm gonna tell you this very, like, you know, quote we hear everywhere, but it is also so true. We underestimate what we can do. And I remember when I started making, or like going back into video editing a few months ago, it would take me so long to, oh my god, that was hot, to work on a YouTube video. Now I think my editing is getting a bit faster, and that's good. So I'm seeing a bit of improvement. So in whatever it is that you're doing, I want you to take this as a bit of motivation, and also to think, okay, there is light at the end of the tunnel. It is part of the process, whatever you're going through, and just understanding that, you know, good things like getting to 1,000 subs takes time. That passing a difficult Japanese exam takes time. That passing your IELTS, your PTE, takes time. God, if you are watching this and you want to get PR in Australia, getting PR takes time. And talking about celebrating things, I'm putting this Ironman t-shirt for that same reason, to remind myself that good things take time. Like, wait, this is not the right angle. That's a bit better. So yeah, it's the same thing with my Ironman. I remember when I first went on my cycling trip, well, not cycling trip, sorry, on a cycling, like I just went on a cycling ride, basically. And this friend of mine told me, hey, I think you should come, blah, blah, blah. And I survived. I didn't have a heart attack in the meantime. And then it wasn't like, oh, I'm just going to do the Ironman. So it happened all slowly. And I guess what I'm trying to say with this is that, yeah, like, it is important to celebrate your wins. It is important to know that the good things take time. And yeah, like before I did my Ironman, I did a few races. Probably it would be really cool if, you know, one day I look back at this video and it's like, oh my god, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever number of subscribers, but a number that today looks like unreachable, and then I can get there. And hopefully that will be true. And this will be even, then this whole video will make more sense. It's a little bit like when I started learning Japanese, I thought, oh, it will be cool if I can watch my favorite animes on, you know, on, not Netflix, sorry, like on Crunchyroll, or simply watch the anime without subtitle. That would be already like peak experience. And now, look, here I am on YouTube telling you that I am studying for a Japanese exam, and, you know, I'm also studying Japanese a bit more seriously. But I never thought that I would be doing that. At the beginning, it was more like, oh, it would be so cool if I can watch Dragon Ball, if I can watch, you know, all these nice animes without subtitles. And yeah, so we just don't know how far we can go. So consistency, it's key, okay? Okay, and look, the next point is really important, and it is leaving things for, not even to last minute. It's that phrase of, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. Now that I'm a dad, I can tell you that the perception of time changes so dramatically. Being in university versus being in high school versus being in university and doing a part-time job, or working and doing your hobby, to then graduating, finishing uni and doing your job, or doing whatever you want to do, or even trying your side hustle, or trying like me, like making videos on YouTube, or studying another language, or doing whatever that thing may be. I think, as my friend Piers said, I'll leave that interview in the video description, the best time to do something is now. If you're thinking of doing something, just do it. I remember when I met my wife, I started making some videos on YouTube, and then I said, oh yeah, I'll do it later because I'm busy, or this or that, or we don't see the progress that we want to see. And then I put that on the side. But now, looking back in time, or now, you know, in hindsight, if I had continued close to 10 years ago, probably this video I would have made it long time ago, right, Mr. Capybara? As you grow, I think your goals will also change. So it's good to give a try to whatever thing you want to do. Say for example, I remember when I was like in my early 20s, I said, oh, I want to speak like 6-7 languages. And then now, now that I'm in my early 30s, I'm like, I made that goal, I reached that goal, I can speak 6 languages. But then also a part of me is like, that's good, but sometimes there might be certain things that we want to do based only on ego, to just be like, oh, I can speak 6 languages. Whereas now I'm thinking a bit differently. It's like, I like that idea. I love learning languages. I like connecting with people. But now I'm thinking more like, okay, why do I want to learn this language? Or I would also ask myself or think, okay, what else can I do to improve in that language, right? So maybe some of you, obviously you speak English, or maybe you want to improve your English. Maybe you want to learn another language. Then I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm just saying, ask yourself why you want to do that. Because say for example, in my experience, I said, oh, I'm gonna pick Portuguese just because. And at the beginning it was like very boring because I was using Duolingo. This is like a long time ago. But then after getting like genuinely interested in Brazil, that was when, I really enjoyed learning Portuguese. And obviously I could tell you the same thing with Japanese. And I went to Brazil only for a week, and oh my god, it was so cool. And what I'm just trying to tell you with this is, sometimes we may see people online doing things just to feed their ego. Do something that will make you happy and that you genuinely want to do. And it is okay to, every now and then feed our ego, I guess, but always do something that you enjoy. And don't be afraid of trying new things. I guess that's a good 1,000 subscriber tip. Because look, I'm wearing this. I didn't think, well, a part of me thought one day it will be cool if I finish an Ironman, but I never thought, let me start triathlon to do a full Ironman. And now I am retired, and my friends are like, Iron teacher will come back soon. How soon? I don't know. Time will tell. Okay, before we continue, let me show you the lunch. So we've got some mushrooms with a few veggies and eggs. There we go. Salad from yesterday. The star of the lunch, the chimichurri sauce, homemade, and some avocado, trying to stay healthy. Let me finish this up, and well, after I finish this one, I'll answer your questions. So just give me a few minutes. Well, anyways, it's a few seconds, but I'll see you very soon. Okay, now that I'm full, it is time to continue and answer some of your questions. Now everyone is very busy, so I have questions, but not too many questions. Let's go. I put this poll on Instagram the other day, and let's see. So first question is, are you gonna come to my birthday? This was asked by a good friend of mine, someone who has been supporting the podcast and the videos on YouTube. I think recently he's been watching a little bit, I hope. And the short answer is, I am. I said to this friend, if you invite me to your birthday, do it in advance. You need to give me time. You cannot tell me the day before. Next question. What is your favorite series and why is it One Piece? Oh my god. I don't like when people ask me what's my favorite series or anime or show. I obviously want to say One Piece, but the problem is there are so many good ones. Before we talk about One Piece, I brought this to show you guys, big fan here. I think that before talking about One Piece, we need to have an honorable mention, which is Dragon Ball. Because Dragon Ball to me is like the father. It's like it started everything. So massive shout out to Toriyama Sensei. Unfortunately, he's not with us. But Dragon Ball is like the Michael Jackson, like the Elvis of anime. Like what Dragon Ball did close to 30, 40 years ago is something that I think it's going to be extremely hard for a show to do now. These days we know we have YouTube, Crunchyroll, Netflix, and this and that. And what Dragon Ball did and that impact when there was none of the technology that we have now is just incredible. I love One Piece, and I have to say that if I pick only one show, yeah, One Piece will definitely be like my favorite one. But when I look at Luffy, there is so much from Goku, a lot of inspiration from Goku, a lot of elements from, Dragon Ball. Not only in One Piece, in so many other animes. But, One Piece is just incredible. Let me just say, I don't want to make this video way too long, and it's not only like a One Piece review, but One Piece has got a few things. Number one, incredible storytelling. Number two, it basically lasted the test of time. I'm in my early 30s and I love the show, I love the anime, I really enjoy the manga. And the same can be said with people that are around my age, and with older people, and with people that are younger as well. Like in many of my trips to Japan, I've met people that are like 40, close to 50, and they love One Piece. So this is like, it's not an anime only like for older people, younger people as well. One of my friend's son, he's 10 and he loves One Piece. The same thing I could say with my students. I've met students who are like anywhere between 15 to 25, so they are much younger, and they all love One Piece. Of course, not everybody loves One Piece, but it is just such a good show, and I think that not all animes can do that. They cannot last that test of time. There are some other shows that can do that. Dragon Ball is an obvious example, but a bit different. And yeah, storytelling. In One Piece, obviously there is a plot and you expect some things to happen, but in general, a lot of the things that happen when you are watching it from the first time, you do not expect that from happening. In a lot of animes, a lot of shows, a lot of dramas, you start thinking, okay, this and this and this will happen, these two people will do this other person will do that. In One Piece, it is so hard to just be like, okay, you start watching an arc or they go to an island, oh yeah, of course, this and this will happen. No. And sometimes a lot of things will take you by surprise, and of course the first time you watch it is very surprising, but then it is like, whoa, mind-blowing when you see the foreshadowing. When you finish watching like the whole 1,000 episodes, I'll talk about that in a second. You finish watching the 1,000 episodes or whatever number of episodes, and then you look back 100, 150 or 200 episodes, and then you look at something that it was shown to you before, and then you go, ah, this is why they showed you this here, and this is connected to this, and it makes that perfect click. So I think a lot of people notice that, and it's like always having that aha moment, that wow. Everyone in One Piece has a story. Obviously, all the main characters have a good story, or they have a story, basically. And then you have side characters, and sometimes even the side characters have got a side story, and it is oftentimes really good. So it makes the show even more engaging. You care about these characters. You could ask someone who watches One Piece, are you Team Zoro or are you Team Sanji? And they'll give you completely different but valid reasons as to why one or the other is better, or why they like one or the other. So a lot of shows, I think they don't get to that level like One Piece does. The other thing is, if you're watching this and you think, Emilio, I don't want to watch One Piece because it has too many episodes, I'll just tell you this. A lot of animes are really good, and it's like going to a pub and you have a chicken parma and you have fish and chips, whatever. You have a good meal at a pub. But when we talk about One Piece, like when we consider all the things I told you, One Piece is like having A5 Wagyu steak perfectly cooked. It's like having lobster or whatever delicacy you can imagine. So you will always be enjoying what's happening in One Piece. It's not like, oh, you need to wait until episode 700 and that's when it finally gets good. I would say, being very critical, probably from like episodes 30 to 50, that's when the show really starts to kick in. And then from episode 70 onwards, it gets really good. But of course, like with any show that has a different arcs or series, there are ups and downs. But all in all, it's just so good. Please pause this video, go and watch One Piece. That's what I have to say. We have one more question, which is here, a bit more serious. So we went from birthday to One Piece to I'm curious about how to focus on my goal. I'm easily distracted by so many things. Sometimes, and this is me talking to you as an adult now, and this is what I would tell my younger self, is you need to look at what is around you and you need to remove some things. Having less options gives you more clarity. When I said to myself, I'm going to learn Japanese, one of the first things I did is I said to all my friends that I used to play League of Legends with, I told them, guys, I love you, I'm not playing any more League of Legends. I'm gonna study Japanese and I'm gonna focus on doing this. I have my exchange semester to go to Japan, and I love League of Legends, but I don't think I want to be a pro League of Legends player, and I am interested in going for this language thing, and that really helped me. Now it's been over 10 years and I like video games. I don't like it as much as I did before, but I still enjoy it. And now, because of that decision of me cutting League of Legends and cutting video games drastically, now I could tell you in front of the camera on my 1000 subs video that I can speak Japanese. And it is not just speaking Japanese, now it's a bit more serious. Like, for example, now I can read One Piece in Japanese. God, now I'm studying to be a translator. I mean, it's just something that I never thought I would be doing. And when you basically focus in one or two things, I think that's when you can really start improving. It's a little bit like YouTube. I could be doing other things, but a part of me is like, no, I want to improve my videos. I want to make better videos. I want to basically show people on the internet cool things about Australia, how to improve our English to pass these exams, help people choose what exam is best for them, and the list goes on and on. So I feel that doing that, eliminating not distractions, but being more strategic, is like just asking yourself, what do I really want? And then going for that thing. I'll grab my phone and tell you the other thing that really helped me is this. Can you see this? Did I get it right on camera? No. Okay. Is this right here. Airplane mode. Airplane mode can be your best friend. Just say, I'm going to commit to whatever time. Half an hour, 20 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. And you just say, I'm gonna put my phone away and I'm gonna put it on airplane mode and I don't care what happens and I'm going to work on that thing. For example, right now, I'm going to say bye-bye to you because I'm going to, let me show you, let me just move this. I'm going to go into full study mode and now, boom, see, this is what I'm gonna do. I'll leave my phone there, put it on airplane mode, and then go crazy and practice for my Japanese exam. And for you, it might be different. For you, I don't know, it might be working out, it might be playing an instrument, it might be doing something else, whatever the case may be. Maybe it's going to the gym, maybe it's training, but doing that. No distraction and just focusing on whatever that thing that you want to do. And then after I finish that, I'll be editing some other videos. Look, with this, I'll leave you. Thank you so much for joining me. Your support, your view means a lot. It is crazy that, you know, I am making this video. Special thanks to my friend Alfredo, who told me, Emilio, don't wait, do it. Thank you so much, bro. It means a lot that I got to make this video. And let's see when I do a part 2, a part 3. Hopefully it's not in 5 years, but let's see. I'll see you in the next video, so I'll be seeing you next week. So miss me, but don't miss me too much. Take care and bye for now. Boom!